Yo, brothers, here we go with some lighting. So today we're going to put some bar light, said bar light, on the RSX. It's going to look pretty cool, you know, for a little bit of night driving, make things a little bit more functional. We're going to stuff it down in the grill there, and we're going to show you how it's done. This is going to be fun. So what we're going to do is hook the switch up. Since he has an aftermarket wheel, he has no cruise controls. So what we're going to do is wire the switch for the cruise control to make the lights come on from that switch. Right now he's looking at where those wires go, how we're going to put it through the firewall to make everything function and get it out to the light bar itself. So first thing we're going to attack is the wiring. So we're going to put an inline fuse in there, you know, for good reason, just to make sure we don't blow anything apart. And so what we're going to do is route it the same way that the speaker wire is going, because that's where all the other wires are coming through, so we don't have to cut any holes. The speaker wire is this big red wire going through, and you can see it right down to the firewall there into the boot. And like I said, we're gonna put the, he's taking apart the front fascia right now so that we can put it down, wire, loop everything in there the way it needs to be. Yeah. Look at Chippy J, look how chippy he is today.
Yeah, dude.
So as you accurate guys are aware, when you push a switch in, then it's actually engaging the cruise control. And so what we're doing here is basically looking at which wire is actually sending the hot signal once the button's pushed in. So.
Oh shit. And you got 5 back here. And all these ones are grounds.
And with our power probe, it shows the low tone is, as you can see, the ground signal, and the high tone, well, once we find one.
Well, they got this one's constant.
Shows red is the high tone. And the, what is that? Black or orange?
Black and orange.
Black and orange. This is an 02 RSX, by the way. You'll see that in the description, so I don't know why I'm even dead to explain it. But yeah, the black orange is the constant.
And then all these other ones, is black one, red one, and black and red one are all grounds all the time, no matter if the switch is on or off. And then this green one is nothing until you hit the switch, and that's hot.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the wire we'll jump on. For you guys, that if you do have cruise control, you can just double the wire up or put an individual switch in, but because he doesn't have cruise control, we're still gonna keep that live. So if he ever does put the wheel back on, it'll still work. So what we're gonna do is just tee that off of that.
It's just when, you know, when you put cruise control on, you just got a really bright light.
Yeah. Yeah.
To let people know that you're using cruise control.
Right? Stuffed right to the firewall. There you go. Oh, yeah, I can see it. It's in there.
Ready? Ready?
Oh! I can't see the cameras. There it is! The snake! Is it lit? It's got the lit jams going.
It's good. There we go.
So we'll just put it right to the switch. Can't really see it very well, but you see where it's coming from. The red wire is coming up from the firewall, and we have it going up over here in behind the radio, all the way back there, back under the dash. And then here he is.
It's up under here.
It's above all that paneling there, which you didn't have to pull any of that down. And then just fixed it back up into here.
There's just one panel underneath that took off.
Oh, there was a panel. Is that the one in the floor here? That's the one on the seat.
When you're crushing.
Oh, yeah.
You're wrong with the face of the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Not at all, bro. He's very studious. He goes behind the scenes. See the man wearing the glass? Oh. Ooh, look at that.
You need high tensile strength zip ties for this kind of application.
All the force that's going to be on that fuse. All those amp draws.
Very extreme handling.
Yeah.
I rigged it so that as the harder and faster I turn the wheel, the brighter the light gets. Therefore, max bright at all times.
It's the right way. We'll run this in with the harness. Cut back the sheathing.
Get it all tuck soaked in there.
Yeah.
Put it on one of the spare fuse holders in the actual fuse block.
See, now that's why I had my fog lights in the Accord.
Oh yeah.
Ran them to the to the fuse fucker, to a fuse in the like an empty hole in the fuse panel.
That's the way to do it.
But this is proof for our so just give me a break.
Oh, get it, dude, get it, cut it, do it. Oh my!
Oh God, now I won't have cruise control.
It's over, boy. It's over. See, it's already making him sick.
I'm usually just thinking about it.
Hand me the switch. Plug it in.
All right, so we're gonna go test. He's plugging that in. I'm gonna jump on the other side of the wire here. See what we got. Go ahead. Bingo. All right, so our wiring works. Now we just gotta tuck it in here, figure out where we're mounting the light, and go. Look at the fit, man. You can't even tell. Where is it? I can't see it. No. Get a little cut out there so the wire fits in there. Goes up and hides under the frame here. Goes in here and then tucks down under, and then you see the zip tie. Well, that zip tie. And then once we get closer, get the bar in and find out where all the wires are actually gonna go, tuck it in even nicer. So we were thinking about putting it behind there because you got that bumper support up in there, which you can't really see. But you notice how where it's sitting. If we took that centerpiece out with the ribs and whatnot, you'd be cutting a lot of the top of the light out, so you'd really only see, you know, the bottom part of the light, and it really wouldn't illuminate the way we want. So can't mount it there. We can definitely flip it upside down and put the bolts in the bottom here.
I just like it on here. On those.
But we can drill the holes into this front license plate. PA, we don't have that issue, so we don't got to worry about a license plate there. Oh. Cut that.
There's all my center support.
Uh-oh. We're getting arrow. Ruining the arrow. One thing we're definitely gonna have to be aware of, and any of you guys doing this, gotta make sure that left to right, it's straight, because with this particular light, it's more of a spotlight at a specific place. So if we have it wrong left to right, it's either gonna be off in the woods or blasting somebody in the other lane. Well, can't use them in road use anyway, but we're at least gotta have it straight so we can see what it's doing. Because we can angle it up and down all we want. It just can't go left or right. So we got our areas marked. So what we measured was a 1/2 inch from the foot, on the side of the foot to where the bolt holes go. And so we marked where they're gonna sit on that and where the bolt's gonna go. What we're gonna do is slot the holes so we can get the left and right straight, so it's actually straight. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna drill these holes, because there's not a lot of space for a drill to get in there. So we're gonna have to figure something out here. The bright idea, we're gonna heat this bad boy up and sink a hole in it. And then we can hollow it out once we get a hole in it. Get it, Cherry. I think our tank's running out. There you go, people. That's how you make holes. It's still hot enough. Oh God.
Yeah, not quite.
Well, we still got enough gas.
Better too.
It's
starting to get hot.
Look at the professionalism and the shrink wrap there.
Oh my God.
Since this is going to be out in the weather, we want to make sure that we have shrink wrap on all the wires so we have no issues with any water getting in this wiring system. And where we're gonna ground this thing is right on the rad support bolt, that one you see right there. So when it'll come up, it'll be covered by this. You won't see the ground. And then we'll connect the hot coming up through here, going down into the plug. And it'll connect down under here. And all the wires for the light will get run behind underneath the bumper here.
I'll just do that.
All right, so now we got it all wired. There's our ground behind the cover here. And we got everything wired to the rest of the plug going down into there. Now we're gonna wire this up, bolt this light back on, and we call it a day. So there you have it. Mounted. Don't mind all the blue wires, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
When it comes to munching the tip, sometimes you gotta put a little extra blue wire on it.
No, what happens is I dive into a corner too hard, munches the tip.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so huge. I mean, it's there.
Oh, I didn't know what I was doing.
Looks like it might be pointing a little bit to the passenger side, but we can adjust that. I'm ready. I hope I'm gonna get blinded either way. Uh-huh. Oh, they're lit. It's the lit jams.
You're flash people.
I mean, you got it half hitting it. Actually, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell whether it's straight or not with all this junk in the way, but
Dude, we're gonna have to
road test this on draw my battery down.
There you go. Turn the headlights on like that.
right? That's normal headlights. Way brighter than your normal headlights. Yeah, it's pretty much dead on straight center. Look at the strobe setting.
Down the whole shot here.
Really don't. It's pretty bright. Is that high beams? Huh. They're pretty bright. 2,700 lumens, people. Dude's flashing the bull. Yeah, another successful install.
There you go with another successful Sauer Brothers install.
There we go. So yeah, getting it done. The lights look pretty good. Tell me what you guys think. Let us know. And I'll see you guys on the next one. We'll go bigger and brighter next time. Peace.